naked without my hat, but I thought with the gloves and nails it would have been too much. Hi, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, with the Fingerdoo review of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 6 Meet the Queens. So, we're just going to get right into it. Jorge, drink me! See? This is why I don't like lip gloss. I'm just saying. Ooh, what is this? It's a Paloma. That's right, a Paloma. Fresca and tequila. All right. So let's get started. So the theme for All-Star 6 Meet the Queens was a rising sun or a phoenix or flaming something or other. But with most of these outfits, all I saw was Tina Burner. Seriously, I never want to see yellow, orange, and red in one outfit ever again. My eyes are still watering. As for this cast, I think it's a good mix of true all-stars with a few pork chop potentials thrown in for good measure. Seriously. Up first from season 11, we have Ariel Davenport. Yay! I would love to see this queen win. I liked her on her season and look forward to seeing what she does on All-Star 6. Although, I'm not too sure I needed to see this outfit on her. No offense, but I think it would have looked way better without the word body across her bazooms. She could have got the same impact or better with a simple little necklace at half the size. Seriously. I seem to remember it taking a hot minute for Ariel to warm up in season 11. I felt she kind of slid under the radar those first few episodes, but as the queen started to go home, she started to shine. Let's hope that's not the case again for her this time. At least she says it won't be. Fingerdoo's crossed. Just as a side note, she's wearing a wig that she ordered from Serena Chacha's wig company, and there was drama. Ariel had to go online and drag Serena through the mud because apparently the wig wasn't up to Ariel's standards, which means there's going to be some drama in that workroom. Seriously. From season 10, we have Eureka. Okay. I like Eureka, but unfortunately not a lot of the other queens do. So, if she were to find herself in the bottom, I fear that the other queens will send her packing. Also, Eureka's back filming We're Here with Bob the Drag Queen and Shangela, so to see her on All-Star 6 is a touch confusing to me. I guess I look at All-Star 6 as a way for the queens to redeem themselves, and I feel that Eureka has done that just by being successful. One thing I'm excited for will be Eureka's looks. That wig and makeup alone is worth the price of admission. Seriously, where does one get themselves a pink and yellow wig like that? Unfortunately, I feel that Eureka's history with some queens and her popularity will cause a few of the jealous queens to vote her out the minute they get the chance. So, brace yourself, Eureka! Is all I'm saying. That's that. Next, from season 7, Ginger Minge. Now, I'm just going to come right out and say it. Ginger Minge is my pick to win All-Star 6. She is hilarious, she's talented, and now she's a bona fide movie star. And I know that there are more than a few queens who would like to see her sashay away as quickly as possible. Ginger came awfully close to winning season 7, and then she screwed it up by becoming a bit of a mean girl at the end there. And I'm glad that she said she had no business being on All-Stars 2 because I couldn't agree with her more. It was a wasted opportunity, mostly because I felt it happened right after her season 7. It was too soon. She didn't have a chance. So I'm excited to see what she brings to All-Star 6. Not just to the runway, but to the challenges as well. If she can stay out of the bottom, she'll make it to the end for sure. Here's to you, Minge. Seriously. Next, from season 12, it's the Jantasy, Jan. And I'm just going to go right ahead and say that I don't think Jen's ready to return to Drag Race, sadly. This is a queen whose desperation to win season 12 was palatable. There was a desperation and a lack of sincerity that made her unlikable for me. And as much as she says she's calmed down since then, I don't see it. Probably because she said it like a million times in her promo. Relax, Jan. Take a breath already. I predict that Jan will be her own worst enemy in All-Stars 6, and the queens will want to vote her off just to release the tension she'll bring into that workroom. Don't get me wrong, I think she's a lovely person, but I don't ever want to sit next to her on a long flight, if you know what I mean. Just watching her promo made me tense. Seriously. Next, from season 4, it's Jiggly Caliente. I'm most excited to see Jiggly because she seems to be the queen that has changed the most since her season. And I'm not talking about her snaggle teeth either. She's lost 50 pounds, she's become a transgendered woman, and the years seem to have mellowed her just a scooch. I can see her doing well because she's a great dancer and has a great sense of humor, but I can see her getting voted out by the other queens to get her out of the way. Jiggly's a beautiful queen, and I, for one, can't wait to see her runway looks. If she rocks that runway as much as I think she will, she could make it to top 3. Seriously. Next, from season 2, Kylie Sonique Love. This is another queen that I'm excited to see return to the drag race because it's been a while since she competed on the show, and she's fully transitioned since then, and I think she's going to surprise a few people. Yes, I know that she was on that Christmas Spectacular, but that wasn't a competition. Or real, let's be honest. I'm going to give Kylie my wildcard vote because who knows how she'll do, and I'll bet she's hoping that lack of familiarity where the other queens are concerned will keep them from looking at her as a threat. At least for a little while, I'm so serious. Next, all the way back to season 2 and All Stars 1, we've got Pandora Box. I'm so excited to see Pandora back, but I don't predict she'll make top 3. I feel like the other queens are going to underestimate her because she didn't do well on either of her past seasons, and she let it get to her. But it's been a hot minute, and after all the critiques Santino gave her about her wardrobe, I'm looking forward to what this queen's drag is like now. Not just her outfits, but the whole shebang. Being one of the oldest queens and from an earlier season of Drag Race, I feel that she won't have the support of the younger queens. So if she finds herself in the bottom, she may be an easy pick to go home, if for no other reason than for the queens to preserve existing friendships. Just that little bit longer. Plus, something tells me she's no more a lip sync assassin than she was 9 years ago. Seriously. Either way, I hope the years have mellowed her just a touch and that Mimi I'm First doesn't come within 100 miles of that studio while she's filming. Or I fear we're all going to hear about it. Seriously. Okay, gird your loins because season 11 queen Raja OHara is next. Now, I'm still not sure how I feel about the Urkel of drag returning to the race. She was so antagonistic and confrontational on season 11, but you cannot deny this queen knows how to beat that mug. And she knows her way around a lip sync, but she just seemed to rub people the wrong way. And if she finds herself at the bottom, she could be an easy vote to sashay away. Personally, I hope she's matured and mellowed just enough to be a force to be reckoned with, and not just a force. Regardless of personal growth or not, I feel like Raja's going to clash with some of these bigger personalities. Silky nutmeg ganache. Either way, this queen is not going to be boring. Exhausting, maybe, but never boring. From season 12, our next queen is Scarlet Envy. I'm looking forward to seeing this queen. Yes, she was difficult for the other queens to like, and yes, she was full of herself, but I felt that she was just starting to loosen up when she sashayed away on season 12, and I'm hoping that she has continued to do so since then. I do fear that the other queens will vote her into the bottom if she trips up, and from what I remember about her experience with learning choreography, that's bound to happen. Sooner or later, anyway. I just hope it's later. This is another queen that will tear up that runway, and I'm hoping to pick up a few makeup tips from her while she's there. But I don't think she'll make it into the finale. I'm so sorry to say. I'd like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Next, from season 5, it's Serena Chacha? I'm just going to go ahead and predict that this queen will get voted out first. I get a real sense that none of the other queens like her, least of all Eureka, who seemed to have some issues with that orange wig she wore in her Meet the Queens promo. Apparently she bought it from Miss Serena and was none too happy about it. Personally, I'll bet that Eureka is relieved that Serena didn't try to sell her that monstrosity she wore on her own head. Seriously. Serena is the one queen that will either help her career or kill it once and for all by being on All Star 6. I'll admit that I didn't enjoy her in season 5. She left a bad taste in my mouth, but that was 8 years ago. She could have matured since then. Personally, I don't see that happening, especially after her issues with Eureka and her wig company are concerned. If she's matured since then, well, good for her. But combine her relationship with some of these queens with an audience who just may not remember her. If she's not voted out in episode 1, I don't think she'll last much longer than that. Seriously. Next, from season 11, Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm looking forward to seeing this queen again. I feel enough time has passed since we saw her last that I'm strong enough to hear her monopolize every conversation going on in that workroom. I thought she did well on her season where the challenges were concerned, but she just rubbed everyone the wrong way. So I hope she's learned a few things about being such a big personality on the small screen. That said, I predict that Silky will get voted out the minute the other queens are given the chance to pick her lipstick. Not just because she can be exhausting, but because she's also a threat to win it all. Seriously. Next, from season 6, it's Trinity K. Bonet. Yay! I'm excited to see this queen. It's been a good 7 years since we've seen her. It was season 6, and she was just starting to loosen up when she got eliminated. So I'm hoping that she's continued to do so as well. I mean, she certainly looked good in her interview is all I'm saying. I feel that if she can avoid staying out of the bottom, she has the potential to win it all as well. Here's to Trinity K. Bonet. Last but not least, from Season 3 and All-Stars 1, it's YaRa Sofia. I'm not sure if I'm excited to see YaRa on the show or if I'm just interested in what she'll be wearing, but this is a legendary look queen that set the bar for every episode of Drag Race since. So many queens have learned from her example and taken that inspiration and elevated drag in general, but I think that YaRa is another queen that may get voted out early because she was on such an early season of Drag Race and did herself no favors on that first season of All-Stars. The other queens may not know her well enough to save her over a queen that they're closer to, but one thing I hope for YaRa is that this experience allows her to inspire a whole new fan base. Seriously. So, there you go, the cast of All-Stars 6. My choices for top 3 in no particular order are Ariel Davenport, Ginger Minge, and Trinity K. Bonet, with Kylie Sonique Love as the wild card. How about you? All we can do is gird our loins until June 24th when All-Stars hits Paramount+. All I have to say is that I hope it airs on Paramount Plus in Canada. There are a lot of shows that air on Paramount Plus in the States that don't air here, and I've already told those fools that if it doesn't air in Canada, I will hate them for all they're worth. Seriously. So, until then, please like this video if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and seriously, if this isn't your first visit and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's not getting better than this, just saying. And until next time, miss me! Mwah! Seriously, Jorge. I could drink these palomas all day. What do you mean I have?